Marketed to cut each hair exceptionally close, even on a 7-day beard, does the Philips Norelco S9000 Prestige have what it takes to cut through this 7-day beard and get me that smooth result that I'm looking for? We'll find out coming up next. What's up guys, I'm Paul D'Onofrio back with you from Groom Reviews. We're getting you comfortable, confident, and clean in grooming. On this channel, we're bringing you everyday grooming product reviews. So if you're new here, be sure to subscribe and make sure to hit that notification bell to stay on top of all of our latest videos. You can also check us out on our website at groomreviews.com. So today, we're taking a look at the Philips Norelco S9000 Prestige Electric Shaver, which Philips touts for its extra strong and sharp NanoTech precision blades that provide the ultimate closeness for your shave. The Philips S9000 Prestige is an Amazon Choice recommendation, ranking at number 7 for the category of men's shaving and grooming sets. It also holds an impressive 4.6 out of 5-star review rating. Inside the box, you'll find the Philips S9000 Prestige Shaver, including a wireless QI or Qi charging pad, click-on precision trimmer, and premium carrying pouch. Taking a look at the shaver head, Philips boasts that this shaver has wider and rounder openings, capable of cutting more hair per pass for a less repetitive shaving experience over the same area. Additionally, the multi-directional head works to maneuver and contour to the angles of your face, helping to cut those hard-to-reach hairs for a smoother shave. The S9000 shaver features anti-friction skin comfort rings for a smooth glide along your skin, as well as a beard adapt sensor that auto-adjusts power based on the density of your beard. Moving down this Philips Norelco S9000 shaver, you'll find the power button, immediately followed by a speed adjustment button for personalizing cutting speed based on the sensitivity level of your skin. According to Philips, plugging in cords in wet areas is no longer the case with the included QI or Qi charging pad. Simply place the Philips S9000 Prestige down on the pad for a wireless charge. As far as battery life, this S9000 Prestige shaver takes a 3-hour charge for up to 60 minutes of use. And the shaver includes a quick charge feature that contains enough power for one shave after 18 minutes of charging. Within this main display, you'll also find several more indicators, including a cleaning reminder for cleaning the unit after each use for optimal performance. You'll also find a travel lock indicator to lock the shaver when traveling. Simply hold down the power button and a 3-second countdown will commence until the unit goes off and the lock indicator flashes. Additionally, this Philips S9000 shaver features a replacement reminder for replacing your shaving heads, with a recommended replacement length of every 2 years. Further notification indicators notify for overheating, blocked shaving heads, and foreign objects on the wireless charger. As far as removing the shaver head, you simply pull the head straight up and the attachment comes off. For inserting the beard attachment, insert the lug into the slot, then press down. This beard attachment is good for pre-trim long hairs before shaving. According to Philips, this shaver can be used wet or dry and is waterproof, suitable for the bath or shower and for cleaning under the tap. As far as cleaning the device, you can simply switch on the shaver and rinse the shaving unit under a warm tap. After that, you can shut the unit, pull the shaving head apart from the bottom, and rinse the hair chamber. After rinsing, simply shake off excess water and let the shaving head holder air dry. For a more thorough clean, you can remove shaving heads from the shaving head holder and rinse the cutter and guard under the tap. If looking for other shavers that compare to the Philips Norelco S9000 Prestige, I recommend taking a look at my video on the Bronze Series 9 versus Panasonic Arc 5. Alright guys, so now we're going to jump in here and we're going to see what this Philips Norelco S9000 Prestige can do. We have a 7-day beard here. The manufacturer, Philips Norelco, says that this can cut exceptionally well on a 7-day beard. It'll cut it nice and smooth, so we're going to test this out to the max. There's wider openings right here on these cutter blades, so they're saying it can handle that thicker hair going through there. It also has a little bit of power once you go up through these different ranges. We're going to test those out. So the S9000 Prestige can be used for a wet or a dry shave, and today we're going to go in there and do a dry shave. And some things you want to know when you're using this is with this rotary shaver here, you want to make sure that you're using just gentle pressure as you're going through, and you're also using circular motions on your beard. If you push down hard, you're going to cause irritation. Gentle motion, let the unit do the work that it's made to do, and you'll get a good result. So let's jump in now, we'll test it out, and I'll let you guys know what I think on the other side. Alright guys, so there you go. That was the Philips Norelco S9000 Prestige Electric Shaver. We were able to go in there, trim down that 7-day beard, and get that smooth finish that we were looking for. I definitely got an extremely close shave. This definitely feels very smooth on the face. I would put this up there with some of those foil shavers that I've used. I would probably put the Panasonic Arc 5 Bronze Series 9 a little bit higher than this right now, just based on how I'm feeling it and the way the efficiency was going through there with the shave. Now that said, the Panasonic Arc 5 as well as that Bronze Series 9 have a different build and setup than you'll see here on this Philips Norelco S9000 Prestige. This has more of the rotary circular blades on the top, where those foil shavers are more of rectangular, spread out with different cutter blades on the top. In addition to the smoothness with those foil shavers, I also like their maneuverability, you know, under the jaw line, getting in those tight to reach places. This has the swivel head on top. However, I find as I'm going through the different sorts of angles in here, sometimes it just doesn't feel like it has that exact contour that sometimes I can smoothly go through here, almost like a wave with a foil shaver. Now, as I mentioned earlier, if you'd like to adjust your speed trim mode, there's a button right in the middle. Philips Norelco calls them high or efficiency, medium or dynamic, and low or comfort. When I went down to those lower levels, it seemed like it was cutting a little bit slower. You know, you took longer with the shave. Now, some people might like that. Maybe they have more sensitive skin and they're prone to more irritation at higher speeds, so they'd like to slow it down and just take it easy. The high efficiency is more comfortable for me, in my opinion. Just going through there and cutting thicker hair, just faster, more efficient. That's what I like out of my shave. So as far as battery life, when I first started out using this, it said about 96% on it. Now it's reading about 62% on it. So I was shaving for about half hour or a little bit more while I was videoing. This is supposed to be good for 1 hour shave for a 3-hour full charge. So considering it has 62% left, it's doing very good with the battery life. Now when we take a look at the front of here and the shaver head, to take this off, it's very easy. All you have to do is just pull it straight off, just like that. And the attachment that comes with it is this little beard attachment here. There's a little notch on one end, and you have to stick it in a little spot that is in this shaver. You simply push in and it goes in very easily. Now when I put this attachment on here and I listen to it, first off, it's giving me the sense that it's almost a lower end type of attachment. And when I went to use it on my sideburns in the video, I really wasn't getting any significant cutting power from it. With a product of this stature coming from Philips Norelco, I would hope that they would come out with an attachment that was a little bit more up to that standard, that higher standard. This almost feels irrelevant to me because using it didn't really do that much. Other than that, the rotary blades, they're cutting very well. As far as the grip on this device, got a nice little indent right here, rubbery grip, can really get your hand in there, get some nice leverage, so it gets the job done in that department. So with this Philips Norelco S9000 Prestige Electric Shaver, you get this wireless QI or Qi charging pad. So this is very easy to put on here. You just take this charger, you lay it right down like this, the circular light comes on and you're charging. So this is perfect for those of you out there who don't want to keep plugging in devices and you just want to lay it down, pick it up, and get going. The other great thing about this is that right now I have this plugged into my computer and I'm able to charge it. So you have that USB capability to plug into your USB outlets, as well as this power adapter right here where you can plug the USB cord right into it, then plug this into the wall, and you're good to go. So if you take a look right here, this is the pouch that comes with the Philips Norelco S9000 Prestige. It's made of some solid material. Open this up, a lot of room inside of here for the charger as well as the device, the beard attachment, as well as maybe some extra storage if you need it. Perfect just to zip up, you know, take on the road if you're traveling, throw it in your suitcase, and you're good to go. Now, as far as cleaning the S9000, it's very easy. Philips Norelco recommends turning it on first, rinsing this under the tap, then pulling off this top piece, rinsing these under the tap, and you should be good to go. You then just air dry it. And they note that if you see water dripping out of the bottom of this, it's okay, nothing to worry about. Just leave it out, let it air dry, and you're all set. Now, if you'd like to go for a more thorough cleaning, Philips Norelco also says that you can remove these parts here on the shaver head. You twist the little blue pieces in there, and the parts will actually come out separately. You can rinse them all under the tap, air dry them, put it back together, and you're good to go. Now, one of the great things with this Philips Norelco S9000 electric shaver is that you get this shaver head for 2 years. And with some of those foil shavers that I was talking about, you actually have replacement times of about 6 months to a year on those. This S9000 Prestige is around $280 on Amazon. Bronze Series 9 is around $250, and you might get that Panasonic Arc 5 just under $200. Even though the cost is high in the front end with this device, you actually are saving a little bit on the back end where you're not having to add in those extra replacement costs so early on in the life of the product. Now, in addition to that, you also get a little indicator that comes on here to tell you when you need to replace this shaver head. So that's great. You don't have to worry about actually thinking about, hey, when do I have to replace this? It's going to tell you when it's time, and at that point, you'll be ready to go. So overall, this Philips Norelco S9000 Prestige electric shaver was able to go in there, shave that 7-day beard, and it got the job done. It left me with that smooth finish, and I really think for someone out there, this is going to be a great product. Now, as I said, my preference is for those foil shavers. Go check out my video on the Panasonic Arc 5 versus the Bronze Series 9. This will definitely give you a great comparison to see what the foil shavers look like against these rotary shavers. But either way, this gives you a smooth shave, and I recommend you go out there and you check it out. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to head on over to groomreviews.com for all our groom reviews recommendations. I'll catch you next time.